Hey guys, Katie here, and today I'm reviewing The House on Mango Street by Sandra Cisneros. I remember reading this book when I was in high school, I think, and it kind of always stuck with me. So I was really excited to reread this book and see if it was as great as I remembered. This is really a coming-of-age story, and I think it's a particularly beautiful one. So The House on Mango Street is a novel of vignettes about a young Mexican-American girl named Esperanza living in Chicago. She lives in a barrio, which is like a place where a lot of Spanish-speaking people live together. In The House on Mango Street, it's not a particularly great place. It's a little bit poorer, it's very cramped, and it's one of the reasons why Esperanza is kind of desperate for a house different than The House on Mango Street. No surprises here, but I love The House on Mango Street. And the first reason for that is because, as I said in, I think, my haul when I first got this, it's very poetic. It's somewhere in between poetry and prose, which is really interesting. And I read online that Sandra Cisneros refers to these as lazy poems, which is really cool. The tone of the novel is very conversational, as if she's talking directly to you, like she would talk to anyone else. It's just so freaking wonderful. I know that there are people who don't like The House on Mango Street because it's particularly simple. It's a really easy read. It's, I think I read it in 9th grade, so I was probably 14 years old. On the surface, it seems like it's not much, it's just sort of a story about a young girl growing up in Chicago, but if you dig deeper, there's a lot more there, especially if you're into poetry. You will find more in this book than what is on the surface. Once I got into The House on Mango Street, I was reminded of another writer that's sort of in league with Sandra Cisneros. Her name is Gloria Anzaldúa, and I talked about her a little bit in my haul as well. I have her book Borderlands, which is really relevant to this book, I think. And initially I was going to post a review about that book with this book and Woman Hollering Creek, but now that I'm thinking about it, it's much more complex than that. So just know that Gloria Anzaldúa, like Sandra Cisneros, speaks a lot about the difficulties that people living between two cultures deal with. That is something that comes up a lot in this book, and especially in Borderlands by Gloria Anzaldúa. This also talks a little bit about abuse and dealing with the extremely patriarchal society, growing up dependent on your father and knowing that one day you'll be dependent on a man when, Esperanza really wants to live in a place of her own. That is essentially what I think of this book, and I definitely do recommend this if you especially like poetry, and if you're looking for something a little bit easy that you can dig deeper into if you want to read The House on Mango Street. It's a pretty great book. If you've read Sandra Cisneros and you want to talk about it, let me know in the comments. If you have any similar recommendations, put those in the comments. Otherwise, I hope that you will give Sandra Cisneros a try, and if you do, I hope you enjoy it. So thanks for watching. I will see you guys later. Bye.